Hey everyone, it's Jen with Chappy Plans. I am back for another Memory Planning Monday video. Today's video is a pre-planning process video, so if you'd like to see what I'm going to do, stick around. Hey planner friends, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Jen, and I am super into memory planning. I started this process back in the end of February, beginning of March, so that's why I'm only just now getting to Mother's Day weekend. But I don't think it really matters the date so much as sharing inspiration with you depending on what level you're at. So this week, I like to split up my videos so that every other week I either show an actual sped up process video where you see me creating the actual spread, or like this week, for example, will be the pre-planning process video where I show you how I get to this point, how I choose my items, why, that kind of thing. And I sort of talk you through the process of me choosing the items that I choose in hopes that it will help you to sort of come up with your own ideas and inspiration for your planners or memory keepers or whatever it is that you use. It certainly doesn't have to be this vehicle for telling stories. You could use a notebook, a bullet journal, a regular weekly planner. There's a lot of different options, traditional scrapbooking. This is what's working best for me, and I'm absolutely loving it. The only thing I have not figured out how to do is make separate time for telling stories in a bigger way. So taking like a full page and doing a full page layout, because Heidi Swap does have other storyline chapters inserts that are really like a journal, and it's essentially blank pages. So, but anyway, that's not why we're here. We're here to figure out how I'm going to create the rest of the week. And this was a very photo heavy week. So the challenge, friends, is, let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think these actually go down here. Yeah. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's kind of the same. 11, 12, 13, 14. 15, 16 photos. And then I do have some of my favorites in a larger size. So 16 photos on one little teeny tiny page. Is it going to be possible? I don't know. I'm going to try my best. So what I am trying to figure out, this is the color scheme I went with. Obviously it's like pinks and blues and a little bit of green. And the reason I brought in green is because this side has a lot of green in the photos. So I probably should have brought in more green on this side. I may be able to sprinkle some things in here and there after the fact, but for now, I have my work cut out for me trying to figure out how I'm going to house all these photos. So in my last week's video, I mentioned that I think what I'm going to do is use one of these inserts. So these come in a pack of 2. This one I think came with, let me get the other one. It came with this one. So it comes in a pack of 2, and then you get labels, a couple labels to use, and it's already got the adhesive on the back, which is awesome. And you simply, it's like a mini one of these, or a mini journal. So you can put pictures, you can journal, you can do it whatever you want. It's just on a smaller scale. And for me, I'm going to definitely need to use this to house all of the memories from Mother's Day. So I'm thinking, since this is the largest piece that's going to go on the page, it's probably going to go here like this. And then that kind of helps me figure out where everything else needs to go, or where I have room. So like I didn't want it right up here. I don't want these 2 pieces right next to each other. And anyway, this is for Sunday. I don't want it on the outside because I think this might be a little bit heavy for, whoops, and maybe not, but for the outside of the page. So I'm going to have it be on the inside. And then I love these pictures of Nora and I at church because we're twinning, and she wants to match me almost every Sunday, which is so cute. So I might feature this photo since it's Mother's Day. I thought about featuring this photo of the 3 of us, which I love. So I also printed it out on a regular 4x6. This was at our our city has a Tulip Fest. Well, not our city, but the city of Albany, which is right near where we live, has a Tulip Fest. And this was just a really beautiful tree that we were like, hey, photo op. And I love the way it turned out. So I was thinking of featuring that, but it's so big that I thought maybe I'll just do this one, or maybe I'll just do this one. I'm not exactly sure yet how we're gonna make this work for Sunday. But somehow I have to get all of these photos, because these were all taken on Sunday between church and then the Tulip Fest where Nora rode a pony, and then Sunday evening after the Tulip Fest where my mom came over. That's my mom and Nora, and my husband made me what I requested, which was like this really delicious, there's a name for it, I just can't remember, but it had Brussels sprouts in it, which is my favorite veggie. So somehow I have to get all these photos into this. Then, this was Friday night. We always do takeout on Fridays. So my husband wanted to get Popeyes, and I was like, okay, not my favorite, but it's fine. I don't want to showcase this picture because it doesn't go with the rest of my vibe, right? The colors kind of clash. The green and the pink and the blue are totally fine to be featured. So this was a picture of Nora throwing the ball and catching the ball. She was playing with my husband. So I want to feature those two videos, not videos, nope, photos. This one I want to hide. So I was thinking of maybe having, like, this is from the March Stop the Blur kit. It came on this pad of little 2x2 squares. And I might have this just flip up and have the journaling be here. And I think that's okay because there's journaling over here all the way to the left. So it would make sense to have some on this part. And then I have these photos. So Saturday, we went out to dinner because we knew that Sunday night we were going to have my mom for dinner. So this was like my choice where we went. And I got salmon, which is like my favorite, and some garlic mashed potatoes and Brussels sprouts. And then there's Nora at dinner. And then this was just a selfie I took before we went out. I'm trying to get better at taking more selfies because I've been working so hard on my health and wellness. So I don't know if I'm definitely not going to feature the food, and I may hide this photo of myself and just have this picture of Nora because she's got the blue shirt and the green broccoli in the picture. So that could totally be fine there. And then I'd have to figure out a way to hide these. So I have a lot of options for housing stories. I feel like that's the whole point of seeing the Stop the Blur process if you take the class. But I might hide it behind this, I don't know what you want to call it, file card, because it's the same shade as this card. And I think that would be cute to just have it like maybe flip down, or I'm not exactly sure. I could cover it and have something slide out, but we saw how much I failed with that on this side. I mean, actually now it's not too bad. Maybe it just needed to dry the adhesive. And then I have one of these that I want to use somehow. So I might, this is what you guys get to watch, is me figuring out, playing picture Tetris, figuring out where I'm going to put everything. I might have this go up here, and then I can stamp the date. And then this just has a little piece of paper in it, cardstock, and it opens up this way. So I could do a little bit of journaling there. Or if I wanted to cut up, I don't know. I don't know which one of these I could make tinier, if any. But you could, if you wanted to put it in here. I also have this, which came, was this May, I think, as well? I think this was from the May Stop the Blur kit, because I have the printable over here. So, I mean, actually, I could put these in here somehow. I would have to, so it's a little bit wider than the, like the row. So this is why I play with things before I actually put them down. So this would then have to be glued underneath these photos in order for the photos to fit in that view. which is fine. I just have to be aware of that, of adhering this first before these. And then I can pull out these photos and have these be in here. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I do kind of want to bring in this color up here as well. I might figure out a way of doing that. I wonder, like, I could just cut out this tab and have the tab be under it as the flippable. That's an option. I'm not sure. And then this is going to be just like a whole separate, probably 2-hour project, if I'm being honest. It doesn't look like it took much. It looks really simple, but I think this took me 3 hours, and that's the average. It takes me 2 to 3 hours per half week, which, you know, not super proud of that fact, but I like to take my time and know where I'm putting things and be confident about my choices. And sometimes things don't always work out, you know, but like this cut out. I don't know why I did that, but I did. So, but I always like to share what I do, whether I make a mistake or not, so that hopefully it will help others. So that's my pre-planning process. Inks I'm using, I have spun sugar, picked raspberry, and worn lipstick. I have peacock feathers, salvaged patina, speckled egg, pine needles, and cracked pistachio. And I have all of the Heidi Swap stamps. I have printables. I was taking a peek at some of these. This is a free printable available on HeidiSwapShop.com. And I have the printables that I store in this folder from the Stop the Blur class. So I might incorporate some of those in here. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I will probably use this again because I used it over here for the date as a little tab. I try to kind of mimic like elements, so you can see I have the same pattern. I have these banners here from Cinco de Mayo. I saved the other pieces to potentially use over here somewhere. That would be ideal if I could put them here or here, maybe even on the front of this. We'll see. Okay, so that is the pre-planning process, and I am going to put this all together off camera and come back and show you what it looks like when it's done. Wish me luck. I'll be back. So friends, I finished the second half of the week. As you can see, I love how it turned out, and I don't have the ability to show you my Craftermath because I had to clean it up because we had company coming. So I'm sorry, not sorry, you don't get to see the giant mess I made. But I do really love how this turned out. I think it looks really pretty all together, the pinks and the blues and a little bit of green. I wrote super productive today, did my morning melt on 100, dropped off my car, cleaned Matt's car, cleaned the house, put up my lemon decor, and had lunch all before running errands and picking up Nora from school at 2. So, and then that was our dinner. Matt wanted Popeyes, so we got Popeyes. And it just says, playing catch with daddy while I read. So Nora's, she's going to throw, and there it's coming at her to catch. That's in our backyard. And then the next day, since it was Mother's Day weekend, we went Saturday out to dinner, and I picked 110 Grill. So in this little sleeve, I ended up using the banners over here to mimic what's happening on the left, and then I mimic the camera, and I just made a little flip out, and that was what I got at dinner at 110 Grill. And it says, despite Nora starting the day with a meltdown, it turned out well. We went to Crossgates, picked out my Apple Watch, and got a yummy salmon dinner at 110 Grill. And then I have some private journaling here that has to do with Mother's Day because it's a very complex day for me, and I know for so many other folks, so I don't need to read that to you. But here is my super cute mini booklet for Mother's Day. So I used the label that came with it and stamped Tulip Fest on the front, made this cute little pocket window, and I tried to stamp Mother's Day here and it came out atrocious, so I covered it up with a label from the Carefree sticker sheet, and then did some stamp therapy, put Mother's Day, and I just love the colors here. there's the three of us, one of my favorite photos. As soon as we got to Tulip Fest, we ran into my friend Erica and her family, and so she took a photo for us. And then this was church. I love this because we're twinning. Nora likes to twin with me every week. And then there's her friend Abby, Erica's daughter, and they've been friends for years. So Nora's trying to get her to stand still for a photo, and she doesn't want to. So I just thought that was so cute. And I wrote, such a sweet surprise when we ran into the Groffs. Abby and Nora are the cutest. And then this is just a picture of where we were waiting for our chicken pita bowl. And I just journaled about how yummy it was. And then I stamped on the back there. And then there's Nora on the horse. And I just picked some word fetty from the Sun Chaser stickers. And I wrote, one of Nora's favorite things to do if she can is ride a pony at Tulip Fest. And then just this really pretty picture of the tulips here. And then this bigger picture of Nora in front of them. I said Nora took every opportunity to get her photo taken with the tulips. Beautiful. And this little flippable card came from a Maggie Holmes ephemera pack. It's her newest collection, which I can't remember the name of right now, but that's what this is from. And I had some major stamp therapy. It was my first time using the April stamp set, and I do love little florals and just making your own little art with the stamps. It was so much fun. So, and then I used April Showers Bring May Flowers and put the picture of Nora in there. And this is from a printable from a Stop the Blur class. Did another little bouquet there and introduced some of the salvage patina color, and have blooming and memories, and that's from the June Stamp Society set, which I absolutely love. And since these are very similar in photo, even though the tulips behind her are obviously very different, I just wanted to cover it up, so that's why I chose to use this. But you could use any cardstock and create this. And then the last page is Nora and my mom. And then I did the end, and I actually used my Memento Dewdrop ink because I did not have a maroon color. And it is this one, Versa Magic Multi-Surface Chalk Ink in Perfect Plumeria by Sukineko. So I have a whole bunch of these actually. I just never use them because now I use my Distress Oxide inks all the time. But that is a picture of the meal that Matt made. And I, again, brought in some more word fetty. And this one's from an older sticker sheet from Heidi Swap. But I think you might still be able to find it at Joann. So that is my little mini booklet. I love how it turned out. I'm glad I was able to get all these photos in here. And I think this week just turned out super cute. So next week I will do another process video where I will actually film the planning process and the creating process. So let me know if you have any questions, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. That means the world to me. And I will see you in the next video, friends. Take care, and remember, you are enough. Bye-bye.